Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today for just do something different. I'm gonna show you all my plants which are inside this little mini mini uh, greenhouse here. I got this one at Aldi's, and to start with, this is my fluffy ruffles fern. It has grown quite a bit. This is my Austral gem fern. Beautiful plant. I got all these plants at Home Depot, and this one here is my autumn fern. I like ferns a lot. And this one here is one of my earlier ferns. It's called the bird's nest fern, and underneath the leaves here, these are actually spores. And this is because of ferns are such a ancient group of plants, or should I say prehistoric group of plants. They don't they predate flowering plants by millions of years, and this is how they procreate is with spores. And moving on, here is my Christmas cactus. I got this past holiday season. At first it wasn't doing so well, and once I transplanted it into a different pot, it perked up quite a bit. And these are tropical cacti, so these plants need a little bit more water than most other cacti do. I got this plant yesterday. It was sad looking, and that's partially why I got it. And this one's called the Galaxy Falls Auralia. The plant was dried out. It had to be transplanted. It was a bit root bound. We shall see if this plant perks right back up. I transplanted it yesterday before I transplanted my Kimberly Queen fern. And behind it, this is a called the Moon Valley Friendship plant. It's got these very interesting ridges on its leaves, if you can hear that. And down here, this is a coffee plant, and this is for those of you who might be coffee drinkers. This is the same kind of tree that you actually get your coffee from. You can actually get one of these plants and actually get it to grow fruit for you, so that way that you can roast your own coffee. But I think it may depend on the soil, so to actually get the beans, but I'm not 100% sure. And this one here is a snake plant. When I was a kid, I actually heard this plant be called mother-in-law's tongue. I think it's a Sansevieria. Yes, it's Sansevieria, unless it was labeled wrong. And right here, this is one of the newer house plants on the market. It's called a China doll. These guys are from Asia. Okay, next over, this is a Norfolk pine. These guys are from the island of Norfolk. Despite its appearance, these guys are not pine trees, but they do look very similar, and these are tropical plants. And these guys need a constant humidity to be happy, and so that's why I have it in a tray full of pebbles to help it with the humidity. You also do the same thing with ferns too. If you have them growing in your house. And in the wild, these ferns, I mean not ferns, but these trees reach up to 200 feet tall. That's a little FYI. But however, in the house as a house plant, they do not get all that big. They can get they'll get bigger than this, but not too terribly huge. Okay, moving along, here's my other fern over here. This is my rabbit's foot fern. This little rhizome here is why it's called the rabbit's foot fern. This can grow as a epiphyte, which is a plant that grows on other plants for support. This here is a arrowhead plant. It can be a bushy plant, or it can also be a climbing plant. And this plant's, it was pretty small. It was small, about that size, about the size of that croton over there. But it's starting to grow to be a monster. This is another croton. My very first one here. This is a Luna croton. This is a Petra croton. We actually had some yard work done, and this is a air plant that was on one of the branches, so I decided to save it to see if I can grow it. These are waffle plants. This one in the back here is called the purple waffle plant. Under better lighting, the leaves will turn really a more darkish red. And this one here is called the Snow White waffle plant. This one here was on the verge of, I think it was this one who was on the verge of death till I saved it. And this one here is called the Belgian waffle plant. Really cool plant. This one here is called the Gold Star croton. And here are my two Photonias. I think this is the White Anne Photonia, and it's currently in bloom right now. And this is another croton. Not croton, but a Photonia. This is called Ruby Red. There's a lot of different varieties of Photonias out there to choose from. Whenever I get a new plant, I kind of have to sneak it in here because my mother will have a fit if she sees me bring home another plant, because I have so many of them. And over here, that is my ivy plant. I've actually read on Facebook some people have got absolutely no luck with the ivy plants, and they just keep on dying on them. But so far, this one's been growing like a weed. I'm doing something right to keep it alive. Yeah, and that's my mother's tomato plants. She's been wanting fresh tomatoes, so I was helping her grow some fresh tomatoes. And it's getting close. There were more, but I pulled them out. And it's getting close towards the end. Probably after these two ripen up here, I'll pull this plant out of here and get rid of them, because it's getting close towards the end. We're in the middle of summer, getting close to fall. So that should over there that's actually an Amazon sword I got last year. I like the plant for the plant, so I just bought it, and it's growing it as it's a regular plant. It's in regular potting soil. As long as I keep it wet, it's happy. So that should do it. If any of you happen to like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.